TikTok's live. Is YouTube live? Let's see. Yes. All right. I'm guessing Capod is going to be on first. Wodenson, you're first. I love that for you, man. Let's get the chat up on screen. What's up, Chaz? Kira. Yeah, you beat the crap out of Cat this time. Absolutely. I have no idea where my my nice mug went. I went and looked for it when I was grabbing my coffee. Couldn't find it. I'm a little sad about that. Ah. I do have a hair on my tongue. And alright. You guys ready for some good arguments today? I'm ready for some good arguments today. I also want to go get a friggin' haircut today. I'm just wondering, even though I know you're atheist, are you doing Easter Sunday with family? Nope. I usually celebrate Ostera. You know that Easter Sunday wasn't made by Christians, right? Yeah. It's my holiday, motherfucker. Where the hell is Captain Obvious? How is everything made if there is no God? Why do you believe that everything was made? Is Cap alive? Cap, I've never seen you be this late. Holy crap. I'm so nervous now. Where's Cap? Bro, I saw someone holding a big wooden cross saying, "Trust Jesus" on the side of the road. Yeah. He comes out of the cave tomorrow. Because things can make itself. What? In the beginning, man created God. Yes, Barry Allen. Yes, proud of you. Wolfman, why do you think the universe was created? Did he leave already? We didn't even get into it. Into the thick of it. Okay. We'll give it a little bit of time, get us up into near that 100 viewer mark, and then we'll start getting some people in. I'm going to open up the YouTube call-in link as well. Let's get the link over. All right. Link to call in. There you go. YouTube. Link to call in is pinned in the chat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Are you atheist? Yes. All right. We've got a couple of people requesting up. We will go on ahead and start getting this going. Put me on, brother. You were not the first to request up, so you're not going to be first up. But it looks like the other guy... Nope, there he is. Thaddius, you're very lucky. I was just about to let him up instead. But Thaddius, you are up first. So we're going to get you in here first. How's it going, Thaddius?
Hello? It's going pretty well.
Awesome. Are you over the age of 18?
I am 48.
Okay, which God do you believe in?
And I believe that there is a Islamic figure that exists. I think the Islamic God through Quran follows Islamic God.
What's up, Francis?
Hi, man. Why did you get rid of the other guy?
Because he's a troll.
Alright.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. You over the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay, which God do you believe in?
And the one and only true God.
Which
Not
one?
the Muslim God. Jesus.
Okay, yeah. You know Muslims say that they believe in the one and true God too, right?
Nah, they're false.
Why do you say that?
Because in our Bible, their founder, he's actually a son of Abraham. But God tells Abraham that he will also bless Ishmael to be a father of many descendants. And that's the Islamic religion. Yeah, so
Therefore,
if
their
I
God
was
is
to
correct.
say it again, sorry?
According to that logic, their God is true.
It's not a god. I believe it's like an antichrist.
Well, their Quran says he is the one true God. What's the Bible
But I'm
say?
telling you now. So in Israel right now, there's 3 denominations. There's the Mosaic law, the Jewish. There's the Christians. There's us, and then
You know, there's
the Palestinians.
45,000 denominations of Christianity, brother.
I'm saying in Israel right now.
Yeah, 45,000. But
in Israel,
so why is Christianity
the
correct
main
and Muslim
3.
is not?
Because Jesus. Okay.
Why do you
for
say
example,
that?
Are you in America?
What tells you that Jesus is correct in comparison to Muhammad?
So in you go off your logic. We go off the spirit.
I know.
So
That's literally the definition
so
of faith.
your logic, you go about what you hear, what you see, what you learn.
And you don't?
No.
No? How did you learn about your God?
Through the instincts.
No. How did you learn about your God?
Through the instincts.
No. How did you learn about Jesus?
Through the instincts.
False, dumbass. You learned it from the Bible. Therefore, your observations. Okay, you're a troll too. Why did KB give you rhetorical backshots? You loads here, substantiate, loads here. Go fuck yourself. All right, Francis, I'll get you up here if you want to have an actual conversation, but saying the same thing over and over and over and not even trying to understand what I just said to you. You said that we only believe things by logic and observations and that you don't. And then I demonstrate that you only know about Jesus due to the observations of hearing and reading. And your only argument is, nuh-uh, we're not going to have a very linear discussion. If you don't actually have an argument, don't request up. It's not worth wasting time on you. I heard this is a trauma response to something that happened to him in church. No, you didn't. I fucking love church. You didn't hear that from anyone. Brother, I fucking loved church. Church was amazing. God, I love church. I'm actually tempted to still go to church right now, even as an atheist. All right, Francis, I'll give you one more shot, but nuh-uh is not an argument.
Hey, brother.
All right, so you know about Jesus because of the Gospels.
Yeah,
so you observed by reading and listening. Without the Bible, you would not believe in Jesus Christ. Yeshua HaMashiach, by the way.
Amen, brother. Amen. You know his name?
Yeah, no shit. Atheists know the Bible better than theists. What's Genesis 1?
Hey man, so you did grow up in church?
My guy. Here's my Bible. Here's my fucking Quran. Have you read either of these?
Not the Quran,
Have you read the full Bible?
not the full Bible.
Okay. So what are you applauding me for? I actually read the book. Like, it's just a book. So is Spider-Man and
well,
Superman. I don't believe in
What do
them,
you
though.
like about it?
What do I like about the Bible? The end.
Okay, let me put it this way. Do you think someone like Elon Musk
Don't give a shit.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I don't care.
Okay, I'll ask you something that's different. Why do you think the whole Donald Trump versus Iran
Don't care.
thing is going?
Red
Do you think it's
herring
about
to
money?
politics instead of demonstrating your God is not going to save you. But what I do know is that you only know about Jesus because of the Gospels, which is through observation of
Jesus,
sight and
he's everywhere.
hearing. By the way,
Same as
who
Satan.
wrote the Gospel?
So who's Satan?
Who wrote the Gospels?
Oh, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
False. They're anonymous authors that were written decades after. The names were attributed by Irenaeus in the 2nd century. We have no fucking idea who wrote them. So why do you believe them?
You keep swearing. Is there something wrong with you?
Huh?
Stop swearing.
Fuckity fuck 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 fuck. Huh? It's a
Stop
word,
swearing.
dude.
Stop swearing, please.
No.
Be nice. Use your manners.
Fuck you. So who wrote the Gospels? What the fuck?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. They wrote the Gospels.
False. The names were attributed in the 2nd century by Irenaeus. The Gospels are
And
completely
then-
anonymous.
Have you read the Book of Acts?
Did you know that the Gospels are anonymous? You don't get to pivot.
Why are their names on it?
I just fucking answered you twice. The names were attributed in the 2nd century by Irenaeus. The names did not exist
Irenaeus is not in the
pre-2nd
Bible.
century. Irenaeus is a fucking church father, my guy.
Who's Irenaeus?
Who's Polycarp?
Who's Irenaeus? Is he relevant?
He's the one that fucking put the names there, so he's pretty goddamn relevant.
None of them matter except Jesus.
How do you know Jesus existed?
Jesus still exists. He's still alive.
No, he died. He was nailed by Romans, and then he's been coming for 2,000
And then
years.
He resurrected.
No, he was nailed by a bunch of Roman dudes, and he's been coming for 2,000 years.
What happened after he was nailed?
He died, because that's
They
what
did to
happens
his
when you
body.
get crucified. It's a torture method.
Yeah. And then they put him in the tombstone.
Actually, no. Back then, they
And
threw his
then the
body.
Pharisees-
No, in accordance with history, they would have thrown his body into a pile of other bodies, and the wolves would have taken care of the rest of the bones and flesh.
And then the Pharisees tried to lie.
You don't even want to
They tried
listen,
to lie.
dude. You're literally everything I say, you just fucking pivot to something else. God damn, dude. I say hi and you say sky. Like, no. Jesus. Oh, you said his name, therefore you believe he exists. Voldemort, Superman, Harry Potter. It's on the name. What's Cyber saying? You guys are roasting Cyber. No. You can stop. If you think strongly enough, you'll be forced by science to believe in God. Belief in God? Okay, you're just gonna spam? Cool. We'll give you 5-minute timeout. Be a good boy. Yo, Johnny, I saw you in chat. Where'd you go, daddy? How dare you vanish from me? Do. I'm back to be a quiet menace. No, motherfucker. What? Are you working? Is that why you're not calling? Because I'm so lonely. Yo, what's up, Liz? How you doing, girl? Are the laws of logic mind dependent or independent of the mind to be true always? The laws of logic are grounded in axiomatic principles which are objective. What's up, Collapse? Unicorn, all hail the one true unicorn. Just woke up? Hell yeah. So is the universe logical or not? That's a nonsensical question. Do you have evidence that God made it? Is a rock logical or not? Like, that's a dumb question. Axiomatic, yeah, self-evident. So, like, the laws of logic. Oh, his heart is so hard. No, my heart's a muscle. Is the universe based on the laws of logic? Dude, again, no sense in that question. I don't think you know what logic is. What do you call sufficient evidence for a lack of belief? What? What do you call sufficient evidence for your lack of belief in Vishnu? Hey, what's up, brother? What can I call you? Rye?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. You over the age of 18, man?
Yeah,
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I'm a Christian.
Awesome. What you got for me today, brother? Why should I be?
Well, I was mostly just curious about your position. Are you familiar with the minimal facts for the resurrection?
What facts?
Well, it's an argument given.
Oh, I've never
facts.
heard of that.
Oh, sure. It's just a bunch of historical facts that would be accepted by the majority of scholars.
I don't accept majority just because the majority says so. I accept the evidence that the majority provides.
And that's fine. Me too. I'm just
Cool.
It's just a
Give me
part
one
of
of
the
them.
argument that the majority accept these things.
Cool. Give me one of them.
Sure, something like Jesus was crucified.
Yeah, says who?
Well, the historical evidence we have from the Gospels, from Paul, and the consensus.
Paul didn't exist either, so what evidence do you have for his crucifixion?
Why didn't Paul exist?
Yeah, why did he? What evidence do you have for his existence?
Well, we have his writings.
No, you don't.
You don't think Paul wrote things like 1 Corinthians?
No.
Well, why not?
Because the text isn't consistent. It's multiple
consistent with
authors,
what?
brother.
Yeah, but consistent with what? If you're saying he doesn't exist, you're saying it's
I'm saying I
consistent
don't have a
with
reason to
everything.
believe he exists. So what evidence do you have that he exists? How do you know that he wrote?
Well, I mean, it's attributed to him. He talks about himself.
Well, the
and we have-
Gospels are attributed, but they're also anonymous. So just because someone attributed it doesn't
that's
make it
fine.
true. So how does the attribution, what evidence
Yeah.
demonstrates that the attribution is true?
Well, you said the Gospels are anonymous. That's a claim that's accepted by a good majority, but not everyone. And again,
They
we
are
don't
anonymous. The original manuscripts are about this big fragments of shredded, destroyed paper. There's
How
no
is that
there's no
any
authorship,
relevance?
and there's inconsistency with the writings. On top of the names were added by Irenaeus with like no evidence at all. There is no justification for it. The closest thing we have to the names are L, M, and was it C or X, which is just source, and then L was copied from M. So there's only like one author, of which was
you're talking-
copied from source.
Yeah, you're talking about like Q, M, and L.
Yeah,
things
Q,
like
M, and
that.
L. Yeah,
Oh, sure.
right. So source is the only source, and it's called source because there's no authorship at all. And then M copied from source of which it is anonymous completely. We have no fucking clue who to even attribute it to. It's just anonymous, brother. They are anonymous.
Well, you know Q, L, and M. These are hypothetical.
And
documents.
L is completely copied from M.
Right, but these documents don't actually exist. These are hypothetical documents.
It's not hypothetical. It's them going through the Gospels and the authorships and the writings, the stylometry. It's not hypothetical. It's the actual fucking papers.
When somebody like Bart Ehrman talks about these documents, he's talking about something that doesn't exist. He's positing
Bart Ehrman believes that the Gospels aren't anonymous. He believes Jesus did exist. I don't care what he says. I care what the evidence says. I don't appeal to authority, brother. What evidence do you have that the Gospels were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
Well, we're talking about Q, L, and M.
Wonderful. What evidence do you have that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote them?
The argument works even if they are anonymous.
Wonderful. What evidence do you have that the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote them?
Yeah, I'll agree they're anonymous. Just so we
wonderful. So we'll move on. So what evidence do you have that Jesus existed?
Yeah, sure. I mean, even if they are anonymous, we have 4 sources. Then we have Paul's writings, and then we have things like Tacitus and Josephus. Even if you reject these as
okay, dude, Paul didn't fucking know Jesus, so he doesn't. He's not even contemporary.
He knew the apostles.
It says who? A piece of paper that's anonymously written.
I know you reject that he existed, but you know the Paul that
I can believe he existed if I have a reason to believe he existed, and yet you still have not provided evidence, even though I've asked 5 times.
The Paul we're talking about, do you believe that this Paul...
Brother, I asked you what evidence you have that he existed, and you said if he existed. Provide the evidence that he did exist.
Well, I mean, we have, at least 8 letters.
Wonderful. What is it?
Nobody rejects. Next to nobody rejects.
Yeah, they do. There's called mythicism. So why should I not reject it?
Yeah, there's about 3 mythicists.
No, there's not. So why should I accept it?
There is. Could you name more?
Mythicism is rising. So why should I grant that he exists?
Yeah, it's not rising.
Why should I grant that he exists?
Because we have his letters.
How do you know that they are his letters?
We have 2,000 years of church.
How do you know that he wrote those letters? You're not very good at listening, dude. How do you know that he wrote the letters?
I said we have Paul's letters. We have 2,000 years of church tradition.
How do you know that he wrote the letter?
Because they're attributed to him.
According to who?
How do we know anything is written?
According to who? Authorship, that's how we know. According to who?
Well, you're just saying
according to who were they attributed to him?
Yeah, how do we know how authorship works?
According to who were they attributed to him? Stop trying to pivot, dude. I'm not allowing it, obviously. Pay attention to my lack of allowing you to pivot and just answer the fucking questions. Who attributed them to Paul?
You're using terms you don't
Who
understand.
attributed them to Paul?
Where is the pivot?
Who attributed them to Paul? You not answering the question is pivoting. You're asking other questions instead of answering my question. We have to have a linear fucking conversation where you ask a question, I respond. I ask a question, you respond.
It's attributed
So
in his writings.
According to who, dude? Attributed means someone else said he did it.
Yeah, sure, right. We have attributed his own writings, and then we have 2,000
How do you know they're his writing?
What do you mean, how do we know? He's writing in the first person.
Is his authorship on it? Which paper?
What do you mean, is his authorship on it? He's writing in the first person.
How do you know? Is his authorship on it?
Have you read any of his letters?
Is his authorship on it?
That's a yes or no question, brother.
I've asked you the yes or no question multiple times, and instead of answering my question, you asked another question with another red herring pivot. How do you know that the attribution is true? I'm okay granting that he existed, but I need evidence for it. Instead of providing any explanations, you just keep on asking questions.
If you're okay granting he existed, then we can move on to...
I can grant it, but I have to have evidence to grant truth. You have to have justification for truth claims, dude. So why should I believe that he wrote a letter?
Again, because he's writing in the first person.
So is fucking Santa Claus. So why should I believe that he wrote them?
What does Santa Claus write? I'm not familiar.
What is Jesus? I'm not familiar. It's a book. It's a book. It's a book. It's a book. Again, why should I believe that Paul wrote them?
It's a collection of books, right?
Cool. Why should I believe that he wrote them?
Because it is written in the first person.
According to
the sources we have, which is the letters, his letters.
Okay, his letters are written in the first person, and they are consistent with all the other letters.
Yeah.
Where is the authorship?
You just asked.
They're not consistent, by the way. Paul's writings have multiple authors.
Well, what are the?
So you just lied right there. He has multiple authors. Unknown, by the way.
What are the inconsistencies?
Yeah, again, I will say it again. Listen, Linda. Inconsistency with the stilometry style. We know that there's multiple authors.
Sure. Could
So why is there authorship attributed to him? Who said he wrote it? And why should I believe them? What evidence did they say he wrote it?
Well, I mean, you just made a claim. I'm trying to ask for the
No,
justification.
dude, your claim is that Paul wrote it, and we're still stuck on this because you're incapable of comprehending questions. I'm going to move on if you don't answer the questions. Who attributed his name to...
I'll answer again.
Who attributed his name to these writings, and how do you know you can trust it?
Yeah, sure. I already answered. I'll give you the same answer. It's written in the...
How's it going, Viking?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right, brother. You over the age of 18? Is that a Spider-Man PFP?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Oh, that's dope as hell, dude. You over the age of 18?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Amen, sister. Clock that T. Which God do you believe in?
Jesus Christ.
All right, what you got for me? Why should I believe in him?
Because it's in your best interest.
No, it's not. Why should I believe in him?
Because America's dying, and you gotta hold on to what you believe in.
So why should I believe in him?
Because if you expect yourself to have a good life, you gotta
I have a good life. Why should I believe in him?
Because your life will get harder if people stop believing in him.
My life is good without believing in him. Why should I believe in him?
Because it's gonna get harder as more people stop believing in him.
Maybe I should believe in Vishnu then. That way my life can be easier because the philosophy is very peaceful.
But America's never believed in Vishnu. America was,
America isn't the earth.
No, it's okay. Take a deep breath. This is a question you never asked before.
Are you just a troll?
No, it's definitely a real thing. America for Christian, it's going to get harder the more people stop believing in Jesus Christ.
Cool. Why should I believe in him?
Because, China's taking over.
Holy
and, we
shit, dude. Why should I believe in Jesus?
I'm trying to tell you.
No, you keep pivoting. China has nothing to do with whether Jesus existed or not. Jesus
What does China
Christ.
believe in? Atheism, right? So it's...
God damn. What is up with the brainless troglodytes requesting up? China. Is this a troll or is he just that dumb? Dude, that's like 3 trolls in a row. That's crazy. Believe in Jesus or I'll activate my doomsday weapon, Mr. Bond. Dude made me laugh so hard while listening in the bathroom. Oops. To be fair, every Christian has to suspend logic to support their belief. That is true. Man, it'd be cool to have an actual back and forth conversation where they provide some sort of justification for themselves and I'm able to explain why I do or do not believe it. I don't know who Chris Ugard is. Oh, fucking my SC. What? Super chat, mustache, $2 super chat. Is it true that you don't think Paul existed? Why? Yeah, why should I believe? Why did the world significantly change 2,000 years ago? The world has always consistently changed. 9 Crusades definitely helped. Oh, you sent another? Sorry. Here, let me get the super chats up real quick. Collapse, $2 super chat. Too early for these Cambridge-born ads. That's fucking relatable. Thank you for the $2 super chats, guys. I'm always up for an interesting argument made in good faith. Yes, exactly. Good faith. It was actually more like 12 crusades. Well, yeah, there were 12 plus crusades, but there were only 9 that were like religiously pushed in the name of religion. Have you researched any biblical claims? Yeah, like Genesis 1:1, where it says God created the heavens and the earth, and there's no justification to believe in that. Yeah, the first sentence of the Bible is an unproven claim. And then it's also contradicted by Genesis 1:14 and science, where it says in Genesis 1:14, day 4, that God created the sun, moon, and stars after he created the earth, which is false. The earth is younger than the sun, and the earth exists thanks to gravity and the sun's gravity. It also says in Genesis that a snake can talk. I don't believe in fairy tales. Did you just call me fucking uncle? Psycho. Donkeys talk too, bro. Trust me, bro. Why say change your mind when you don't sound open to discussion? Well, you're incapable of providing evidence. That's why my mind isn't changing. You have to demonstrate why someone's mind should be changed with evidence to justify a belief. Do you believe that Jesus did live? No, I don't. I'm not a hard mythicist, though. Like, I'm ignorant enough to a degree where you guys could change my mind. You just have to provide evidence. At least a defeater for my arguments. Evidence isn't necessary for truth. That was the dumbest sentence I've ever read in my life. I'm going to bug Jimmy Snow about you again. Want to get you on the line or Jimmy's show? Oh, boy. All right. Cody, every Christian in social media says dinosaurs are fake. Yeah, I believed dinosaurs were fake too when I was a Christian. God's love surpasses knowledge. Prove it. We just wonder why so many atheists are very angry in general. We're not. I just wonder why so many Christians are angry in general. It's very curious that Christians are always angry. Basic epistemology, son. You don't need justification for truth. That is basically epistemology, that you do need justification for truth. It's literally epistemology 101. Cody, why do Christians believe dinosaurs are fake? Well, dinosaur fossils prove the earth is older than 6,000 years. The biggest problem with thinking the Bible represents reality is that it has stories that I would consider magical events, and I don't believe in magic. Yep. Yeah. How do you believe the universe was created? It wasn't. Science doesn't prove that the universe has a cause. You sound like that one troll I get on all of my comments that the Big Bang Theory says that the universe began to exist. It's false. The Big Bang Theory simply states that there was a hot dense state that expanded 13.8 million years ago. Billion. Why does God get mad about his own plan taking place? Yeah, right. Cody, can you do radiocarbon dating on Kent Speak? That's Evan's job. Oh, yeah, Potato, you're talking a lot. You're not providing any evidence, though. And I'm not letting you up because literally the only thing you're going to say is KB, KB, KB. You're not going to provide any argument worth talking about. Never spend more than an hour in Minecraft. Mustache, another $2 super chat. You accept the Q source, but not Paul? No, I don't accept the Q source. My wife got pregnant despite my losing my testes in Nam. Explain that without God. I have been doing this live for several months. Alternate theory, dinosaur fossils are discarded carcasses from a pre-flood giant cookout. Finding Jesus through worldly knowledge is impossible. Then it's dumb to believe. On a real note, since you've been doing this live that long, what's the best argument you've heard? There is no logically sound argument for God, so they're all fallacious, but I mean, honestly, the only good arguments that ever come up are ones that are with honest interlocutors that admit they believe by faith and faith alone, no evidence. And their reasoning for believing is something along the lines of they want it to be true or they need it to be true, like something honest. But there's no evidence for any of it, so none of the arguments with supposed evidence are good at all. Have you seen Inspiring Philosophy channel, specifically his Resurrection channel? I know Inspiring Philosophy, yeah, but I see, so basically them coming up here and telling the truth. Yeah. I mean, that's all we want. Like, I've even got Christians that follow and we chat almost on a daily basis, and we have really good conversations because they're honest. They say that they don't have evidence for X, Y, and Z, and they want to believe because their life is good when they believe. Cody, you ever worked with radiocarbon dating? No. Is God metaphysical? Yes. So such historical evidence, Christ is part of history, and you choose to ignore that. What part of history? If God has to be a physical entity, then energy is God, or we reincarnate. The afterlife is temporary. That's a fair idea. I don't believe in reincarnation because there's no conclusive evidence for it. We have some strong testimony for it, which is unexplainable, but there's also other natural explanations that could explain it. Maybe religion was developed by humans to cope with being mortal. Oh, 100%. Angels of Light, let's get you in here. What's up, Light?
Yo.
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
Yep.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in?
God of the Bible.
All
But
right.
doesn't even matter. I can prove a creator to you with science. Are you ready?
Go for it.
All right, put me in the big box.
No.
What do you mean, no? I thought you said you wanted evidence.
Well, I want your camera off, and I want you to provide evidence.
How am I going to provide you evidence with my
Cool.
camera off, bro?
Oh, I didn't even see what he put up. He asked for empirical evidence, but when he tries to show empirical evidence, you put him down. Nope. He can explain everything, and I can go look up the peer-reviewed papers. Yeah. That's why I don't let them put their cameras on. We've had it happen before. Best of luck figuring out your smartphone. Pascal's wager is dumb. Why is it dumb? Because it's a false dilemma. There's more than just your God. What if the Muslim God is true? If the Muslim God is true, you're going to hell. If the Muslim God isn't true, you're not going anywhere. Therefore, you should believe in the Muslim God. It's literally the same argument. I mean, I agree that it's the same Abrahamic God. But different characteristics, different personalities. Do you have hope? Of course. I hope that it's not going to rain today or tomorrow. What you got?
What's up, man? You kind of stole my thunder there. I was just going to say that that is the same God as the Christian God, as the Jewish God. They're all.
Yeah, but they have different
It's all from the
characteristics,
same.
so they're different personalities. So,
I mean,
like,
according to anecdotal evidence.
yeah, according to their stories, yeah, but their religions are based in different gods. It's all this of the same Abrahamic tree, but they're different gods with different characteristics, different laws, different actions.
Have you talked to many Muslims?
That's like saying that a Wiccan is a, let's see, or it's like saying a witch is a Wiccan. Like, they're all pagans. Or saying a witch is a Norse pagan. Like, they're still under the umbrella of paganism, but they don't all practice the same things.
So they have different rituals, but
their God acts and talks different. Like in the Bible, when God does an atrocious genocide, he defends it with, I am all-knowing and all-powerful. I have a higher way of knowledge. This is good because I said so, and I have reasoning that you cannot comprehend. In the Quran, he's like, yeah, I just didn't like them. Like, they're different fucking people. It's all of the same Abrahamic deity, but they're different characteristics.
Right. So, like, say me and you both have a friend, right? And, like, your experience with this friend is he's more nonchalant and whatever, but my experience with him, he's kind of a jerk. Like, would we say we know different people, or do we know the same person? We just have different experiences with him.
Well, it's completely different because that person actually exists, and we know that there's that one person. The Bible and the Quran are based off of one specific entity, but they have completely different characteristics for that entity.
Based on people's opinion of that entity.
Yeah, but the religion is still based, it's like a different God. I know that it's the same Godhead, like it's the same Abrahamic God, but there's still different characteristics making it a different personality or different persona.
The Muslims even believe that Jesus will come back in a second coming as well.
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah, they do actually.
But they don't believe that he was the Messiah.
I think they do.
No.
The Jews don't believe, but he's not God in their religion.
They don't believe he's the Messiah.
Think he's coming back. Talk to a couple more Muslims.
Well, there's also Christians and Jews and like, yeah, sure. You can talk to 1,000 Muslims that think he's the Messiah. Congratulations. That's not what the Quran teaches. Like, there's 45,000 denominations of Christianity. Out of those 45,000 denominations, there's probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. And those tens and hundreds of thousands of people, each person has their own interpretation, making for billions of interpretations of one story. I don't care what one or two people say. I care what the book says because that's what they're arguing with. I don't give a fuck about their interpretation. I don't give a fuck about my interpretation. I care what the words say.
I suppose. I think it's more about the personal relationship.
I
with the Son of
don't,
God.
because there's no evidence for it, and the book says what the book says, and you can interpret it differently however the fuck you want. Everyone does it. That's why we've been fighting over it for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah,
It's pointless, it's stupid, it's annoying, it's obnoxious. And you being an atheist, it's obnoxious that you're trying to argue that two characters with different fucking personalities are the same fucking entity.
I'm a Christian, but I just
Why?
am familiar with many of the other religions. I've had my own anecdotal experience, which isn't going to be evidence for you, so I don't want to.
Well, why do you believe it then?
I had like a straight out of the Bible experience. Like, I feel like I spoke to this God.
Why do you believe that you were...
Oh, I'm sorry, my phone rang.
There you
Can you
go.
repeat what you just said?
Yeah, why do you believe that this experience or voice was the voice of God and not some hallucination?
It could just control everything. It just seemed like it was a more than just like a moment. It lasted for months, and it just like interacted with me and like could do things outside of me. So like I did, try to test it like you would. I would imagine if it happened to you, like maybe I am going crazy. Maybe this is just inside of me or my brain, or I have a tumor. But like this thing could affect the things around me and outside of me, and its predictions were accurate, and it was really hard.
What prediction?
Like it would tell me things like, today you're gonna help 3 people.
That's not a
And
prediction.
sure, I suppose.
That's literally confirmation bias. I'm gonna help 3 people today, and then your brain is subconsciously looking for people to help.
For 3 people.
Yeah, that's so.
I agree with.
That's
that
why
as
we
well.
don't accept anecdote, and that's why I'm asking you why you accept your anecdote, because there's always a natural explanation. To accept anecdote just means you're not critically thinking about it enough, and you want it to be true.
How many coincidences in a row
Billions
would
and
it take
trillions and uncountable numbers.
for you to not to think it's coincidence anymore?
Coincidence is not causation, brother. You have to have a mechanism of causation. Just because a bird is on a bent steel post doesn't mean it bent the steel post. It's a coincidence.
Right.
We like to say that something happened because of the bird. You have to show how it's even possible. Then you have to show that it actually happened. Just to say this is kind of similar and could have been does not make it true. That's why we're atheists.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I understand. I was an atheist prior to this.
I was a Christian prior to. It doesn't matter.
Right. Well, I'd say it's a little different, but yeah,
No.
I understand what you're saying. I guess. So, I guess, yeah, you turned from being a Christian because you found logical evidence that.
No, I realized that why I believed was not good reason to believe. I deconstructed when I found out that Jesus didn't actually resurrect.
Had you been like Paul, though, and had Jesus like come to you on the Roman road, I think that you might not have done
I would
that.
go to a psychologist, dude. Hallucinations
you wouldn't
happen
have then.
daily.
You wouldn't have then, but you might now.
Well, yeah, now we
back
have
then-
science that can explain why these things happen, which is why religion is dying.
Well, I meant when you were a Christian. Like, I would imagine if Jesus came to you.
Yeah, it's
you
called
would have believed.
indoctrination. So that's why if you go to a psychologist to actually test and use critical thinking, that's why theists don't have critical thinking skills. If I was a Christian, I would not have critically thought about it and thought, maybe this is a hallucination. No, instead, I blindly believed that it was a magical sky fairy. That's not critical thinking. That's stupidity. It's indoctrination.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like,
Good. So I don't know why you believe. Because
have
you told me
experience.
one anecdotal story that proves God to
Right.
you,
They're
and
all
we
gonna
already
be
know,
anecdotal
and we already
stories.
know that that anecdotal story is not evidence of literally anything. And even you slowed down as you were saying it because you realized that there's no justification to believe that it was true. So
that's just
I know
one-
if we
one
went
of a
one by
thousand.
one, if we went one by one for every single one of those stories, I promise you, we would find a natural explanation. But you're still not going to stop believing. So why do you believe? It's not the anecdotal stories. It's deeper. You want to believe because of...
So it's 100% that everything I would come up with that you could explain away.
Right, so it's not
1,000%.
justifiably true.
But
I can't
didn't
explain
explain
away
it.
gravity. I can't explain away the fact that I exist. I can't explain away the fact that the sun rises every morning. These are things that are proven beyond reasonable doubt. It is unreasonable to doubt them. There's so much evidence for them. It is justified true. There doesn't exist for a God. Why? Because there is none. Everything that is true that I believe, I don't believe things by faith. Everything that I believe is based on strong evidence that is not contradicted. It is justified true.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's exactly
That's
how
how you're supposed to think.
I do think that if you had an experience, though, that
I've had experiences, and as an atheist, I think back on them, and there's actually explanations for them.
can you talk about your experiences? Just
I've got
wondering.
so many, just like you have so many. But unlike you, when I think critically about them, I accept the fact that they're not actually explanations for a mechanism of causal relation of anything that's divine. You are accepting that based on faith, which is belief without evidence. The reasoning, I don't know. Maybe your reasoning is your life is happier with a God. Maybe you were depressed. I don't know what your reason is. But you have a reasoning. It's not the evidence. You and I both know it's not the evidence. Otherwise, you'd provide it.
So, I mean, he spoke to I
How do you know that he spoke to you?
Because it felt like how I know. We're
Well,
talking
it
right now.
feels like I'm speaking to the gods when I'm taking a nice shit. So again,
back.
I don't care what it
Talk
feels like.
back.
How do you know?
He talked back.
How do you know that it was him, a god, and not your own voices in your head?
Like
It's
I
the
said,
most
the same
common
thing could affect-
hallucination, dude.
Sure, absolutely, but like I shouldn't be able to affect things outside of me with my mind.
You can't.
Okay.
Demonstrate one thing you affected outside of your body without touching it.
So I had 3 prayers answered immediately.
Which were?
So one, it's gonna be a little bit of a story. But I went to the city mission. They had a bunch of Bibles. Then the prison needed Bibles because people in prisons need Bibles. So I was going to take the Bibles to the prison. And then when they needed hardback books, or they couldn't use hardback books, they needed softback books. So when I went to get the Bibles, they were all hardback books. I had like 6 of them that were softback, and I was like, I prayed. I was like, look, this ain't gonna work. I know you wanted me to do this, but like this ain't gonna work. Like, can you help me out here? And like within 2 minutes, like right after I made that prayer, like someone wheeled over a thing and said, "This just came in right now."
So let's say that they were coming already because everybody realized that was something that was needed before you prayed. Everyone realized that. You're not the only one that knew that. You also verbalized it. Right? So they're bringing in books. Also, the orders come in way before you thought about that. They had to order the books. So it takes time. And then coincidentally, you say a prayer when the dude's already been driving for 2 hours to provide them.
City mission.
Yeah.
It's a city.
Yeah.
mission.
And they have numbers and quotas.
someone
And they have numbers
randomly-
and quotas. Yeah. It is a little bit
someone
random.
randomly
And it's a
donated
coincidence. Whether you would have prayed or not, it was on its
1,000
way.
books.
Can you demonstrate otherwise?
So no, I mean
Right,
obviously
so
it's
that
a-
is the bird is on a bent steel post, therefore the bird bent the post. That's illogical, it's uncritical. And we can already, I said this before, we can do this with 100% of your stories. And I promise you, there's a natural explanation, but you
I
don't
agree
want
with
to believe that. You want your
I-
God to be real. You don't
I
follow
agree.
evidence, you follow
I
your
agree
beliefs
with
and your feelings.
I agreed with you that you're going to be able to naturalize everything because
Yeah.
because
Because
they're
logic
happening
and
in
critical
natural-
thinking is in reality. You live in la la land where just because I prayed about my hair growing longer makes it grow longer. No.
That's a little different. But
No,
yeah.
what it's not different. You made a prayer while someone was bringing a book and you attributed them bringing a book and you at the same time having a prayer to God answering that prayer. There's no mechanism in which God told that person, hey, Jonathan just fucking prayed for this, go give it. There's no mechanism. You just happen to pray because you
Could've-
pray every day.
could've happened.
Do you pray daily?
Yes.
So then
No.
every single one of your prayers has a chance of coming true because you do it daily and consistently, and you do it over natural things. You're not praying to stop world hunger. You're praying to find your car keys. And when you find your car keys, you're going to attribute it to prayer instead of you just fucking using your eyeballs. Just because you do something consistently and once in a blue moon it seems to work out doesn't mean that God did it. That's illogical.
Angry? You angry? Why do you
No.
seem angry? Okay, fair. You just get real heated, which I like the passion. I get it. You should.
So what? Whether I'm angry or not does not make anything I say correct or false. The evidence behind what I say and what I use to justify what I say is what makes it false or true. Anger has nothing to do. Happiness has nothing to do with facts. No emotion makes facts true or false.
It just makes the conversation.
I don't give a shit. Did I ask about your feelings? No.
Nope.
What I am pointing out is the illogical inconsistency of your thought processes when it comes to prayer. We have went through 2 of your anecdotal stories, and even you agree that there's natural explanation.
Every single one of them, you're going to be able to. Because
Yeah.
they're working through natural. It's like on this earth.
Yeah, it's on this earth in reality, and you have no reason to believe that there's anything other.
I do.
No, you
I
don't.
understand that you don't.
You have another anecdote to explain that? Because I can explain why. You don't know.
Okay.
Epistemology is you know. When I ask how you know, your only justification for how you know is some bullshit story that we're able to explain naturally. So no, you do not know. You have faith, which is belief without evidence. You are indoctrinated. You spread and believe beliefs without critical thinking.
Here's one that you're not going to believe, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. I was having this conversation with God, and we were talking about governments, forms of governments, which is interesting. I don't know how we got into that topic, but I was like saying that democracy probably is the best form of government. You know, like if I had to pick, like that's going to be the one I would go with. And then he took my left leg and he flung it left, and he took my right leg and flung it right.
And then he fucked
said,
you.
No, and then he said, "You wouldn't want democracy."
Dude, you're having
in your
voices with yourself in your head, and then you're moving your legs. You need a therapist.
Again, you could say that, but I don't.
Yeah, I can. You have no reason to justify that it's anything else. Your only reasoning for justification is you don't know, therefore God.
I guess. Again, you could say this if you want.
You saying you know is a false claim. You cannot justify why you know. So stop saying you know. You don't.
Okay.
That's stupid. It's illogical. It's
Don't wanna
uncritical.
have a good conversation.
Oh
You
my
just wanna
God.
be
Now
mad.
you're just going to cry like a baby. This is for 18 and up, not 12. I was having a conversation, back and forth conversation with the voices in my head, and my legs moved. I don't know how it happened. Therefore, there's a demon, and this demon was trying to get me. Brother, you need psych evaluation. Threw my legs back is insane. I know, right? It sounded like he was about to get fucking raped again by a god. Yeah, you believe. You don't know. Exactly. Myself just told me I'm full shit. That's so rough, dude. You're hearing voices. Your limbs are moving. If these voices said, I am the Lord thy God, go slaughter the Canaanites, you would. That's terrifying. Divine command theory justifies all. Yeah, hearing voices in your head isn't a flex. Why do you wake up tomorrow, or do you not? Oh my goodness. but God's not real. But I'm gonna be mad about an imaginary God. And the excuse is mysterious ways and free will. Yeah. Oh, fuck my super chat again, little buddy. Give me a second. I saw it. I don't read super chats when we're talking, guys. I wait till it's over. Collapse, another $2 super chat. Lying or TBI, I'm tired of being nice. And I agree. You sassball. Read them all. We already have. That's it. We got too early for these Cambridge boring ass. Lying or TBI, I'm tired of being nice. Yeah, the most recent one you just sent 8 minutes ago. Lying or TBI, I'm tired of being nice. What's up, Cap? Yeah, you are late. Very late. How dare you? Sorry, I have all the context in my head and expect you to know it. Yeah, no, I'm not picking up what you're putting down. We have contemporary witnesses of Columbus. I love when people are like, you don't believe in God or Jesus, therefore you don't believe in Alexander the Great. Yeah, we do, because there's contemporary witnesses to Alexander the Great. Julius Caesar has contemporary witnesses. Oh shit, I'm stupid as fuck. I didn't say you're stupid. Yeah, contemporary witnesses of Elvis being alive are more numerous. Yeah, there's more evidence of Elvis than there is for Jesus. No, they don't understand what contemporary is. Nothing outside of time has any causal relation with time, Josh. It'd be cool if plants could talk, though. Maybe I could keep one alive. That's funny. No, I'm not going to let you up. You're a troll. You're angry. I don't know why you're so angry. Have you ever thought about debating other live streamers? We debate some other streamers sometimes. Yeah, Jesus' name was Yeshua HaMashiach, supposedly. Thoughts on absurdism? I think it's wonderful and it's true. I don't live life in accordance to it. Josephus and Tacitus aren't contemporary witnesses. They're not even witnesses. I need a cup of coffee, guys. Oh, Angels of Light is a flat earther? I am not in the mood for that. Do you believe Prophet Muhammad was real given the contemporary history evidence? I think so, yeah. I don't have any reason to not believe Muhammad existed. We have contemporary witnesses for Muhammad, don't we? If I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah, we have contemporary witnesses for Muhammad. Yeah, he existed. What is up, brother?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man, you over the age
Hey,
of
what's up?
18?
Yeah.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in, man?
I have evidence of God.
Okay, which God?
We can go with, the Abrahamic God.
Okay, do you believe in that God?
Well, yeah, I believe he's supernatural.
Which God do you believe in?
Um, well, I'm a yeah, yeah. I believe in it. I believe in that God. Yeah. Hello?
I don't believe you
My
like
phone messed
at
up?
all.
Nah, yeah. I was gonna use
Which religion do you follow?
yeah, Christianity.
Okay, was it so hard to say that?
No, my bad. But I'd like to be using Thomas Aquinas's arguments.
Yep, give me one. Give me your favorite
All right.
one by him. Like, just give me the strongest one, because I'm not going through all 5 again.
All right. Well, if you want, for learning's sake, I'd like to hear your objections. But yeah, I like
I'll bring
the theological and cosmological one. Yeah.
the cosmological one. All right, do you have the syllogism on you? I can pull it up if not.
Yeah, can you pull it up?
Yeah, let me get it pulled up real quick. Oops. All right. Summa Theologica, syllogism. Things in the world are in motion. Whatever is moved by something else. An infinite chain of movers is impossible. Therefore, there must be a first unmoved mover. Yeah?
Yep, that's a good. Don't you like that argument? I
No,
mean, that
because
has to be true.
that's implying that the universe was put there by an external force without any justification. Also, it's implying and presupposing that the universe was ever in a state of non-motion, which isn't true either. Energy is always in a state of motion, and energy cannot be created. Therefore, it's always existed. No, there's no such thing as a logically sound argument for God.
Well, okay. Well, all right. Well, look, he has another argument that's
Brother, no. This is why I asked you to bring his absolute strongest one. I have debated these ones for way too fucking long. They
come on,
all
man.
suck.
I've been preparing.
Not a
like,
single
for
one of them is
hours.
sound, dude.
I've been preparing for hours. Like, seriously. I have a transcendental argument also.
I can debunk transcendence right now without even hearing your argument. Does your God transcend time?
Nah.
Nah. How did he create the universe then?
Well, like,
You have to demonstrate that. If he is inside of time, there is causal relation. He has to have a demonstration for the
What if I
empirical
believe he
claim of
is
the
time?
universe's creation. That's stupid. Time is not God. God is, by definition, an all-powerful triomni creator of the universe. Is time intelligent? Does time have desire? Does time think? No, it does not. Time is a construct of movement.
what if like God always existed with time?
Demonstrate it, dude. You're making claims. You have to demonstrate these claims. Well, what if this one abstract idea is true? I don't give a fuck. Demonstrate that it's true. What if unicorns did it? I don't give a fuck.
All right. So like this truth thing, right? Because like, don't get me wrong. Like, I believe in correspondence theory, like truth, but I mean, like, what do you believe in about truth? Like, what theory?
Things exist.
Okay. Do you believe like false things exist?
Dude, that's literally a contradiction of a question. Do you believe false, untrue things that don't exist exist? Huh? You want to try that again in English?
Yeah, like because I think you could have like a false idea, and it could exist, but it wouldn't be true. I'm just trying to because look, all of these arguments you would say aren't true, right? Right?
So you can have like, let's say before we knew about the roundness of Earth, someone could have believed Earth was round with some mathematical equation that happened to be false, but still got the true answer. You can have that, sure. But that's a contradiction to have something false that is also true. P and not P cannot be true. It's a contradiction.
Okay, well, like, because a fact is what's verified, because it's like you can have false facts, but okay, I see where
What?
you're going. Well, like, because look at
No.
can we look it up?
If it's a
Can you look
false
up if you
fact, it's a
have-
false belief. A fact is evidence and information leading to a true conclusion. No, you cannot have a
But
false
evidence-
fact. A fact is a fact, my brother in Christ. That's the definition of
Yeah,
fact.
That's circular. A fact is what's verified in reality with analysis. 'Cause a
Brother,
truth-
holy
yeah, that's-
shit.
we don't have to
Fact,
get up, you know.
definition.
Yeah, you see.
A thing that is known or proved to be true. So no, a fact is not false. You're talking contradictions. If you're going to continue talking contradictions, drop down and move on to someone else that cares about your trolling.
Okay. Can we look up if you can have false facts?
Oh my God. Brother, books are free at the library. Go find one. How's it going, Terminator?
Pretty good, man.
All right. Which God do you believe in, brother?
The God of the Bible.
Okay, cool.
I've got scientific evidence to prove God.
No, you don't. What is it?
The second law of thermodynamics.
Yeah, entropy. How does God make entropy?
He doesn't make it.
Cool.
So gas seeks vacuums spontaneously according to entropy, correct?
What does this have to do with God being real?
It proves if the Earth is an enclosed system, would something on the outside of that system have to make the Earth?
Are you claiming that God is atemporal?
I'm saying if we exist
is
in
God
Earth
atemporal?
that is enclosed. Dude, if we
your argument is assuming that your God is atemporal. Just answer the fucking question. It's a yes or no simple question. Is God atemporal? Yes or no?
You seem mad about God.
Is God atemporal? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, then he cannot have causal relation with anything because for cause and effect are two places in time. You cannot have cause and effect relation with anything without time. Therefore, your God didn't make anything. So, what scientific evidence do you have that he can break the law of causality?
If you calm down and actually
if you calm down and answer and provide evidence, we can have a good argument.
Yeah. So according to entropy, gas seeks vacuums. You claim that the globe, your globe that you believe in, your globe religion,
you're a flat Earth. Seriously?
Yeah. Yep. And I'm going to prove it to you. So you're going to have to debunk the Earth being the center of creation, the universe being flat, and the second law of thermodynamics and all the gas laws. Are you ready? Or are you going to just drop me?
I'm here to talk about God, not flat Earth.
Yeah. No, I'm not. You're not going to. I'm not talking about flat Earth. If the Earth is an let's see if you can be honest.
You just said that you're going to prove to me that Earth is flat.
No, that's not what I said. Listen to me very carefully. If the Earth is an enclosed system,
shut the fuck up.
Does that require a creator? Yes or no?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you seem mad about God that doesn't exist again. Are you okay, bro?
False things exist.
Brother, books are free at the library. Go have that he can break the law of causality.
If you calm down and actually
if you calm down and answer and provide evidence, we can have a good argument.
Yeah. So according to entropy, gas seeks vacuums. You claim that the globe, your globe that you believe in, your globe religion,
you're a flat Earth. Seriously?
Yeah. Yep. And I'm going to prove it to you.
There you go. You just said you're going to prove flat Earth to me. Don't fucking gaslight me on my own show when I have receipts, bitch. Don't ever try that shit again. You're dumb as shit. When I ask you to be quiet, I have a reason. My reason was to bring up receipts. If you refuse to listen and obey me like a good boy, I'm going to make you my bitch and kick you. You have no power here. I am your God on here. That's two flat earthers in here today. Is Planet Peterson on and just like destroying people right now? And after he destroys them, they run over to me? Is that what's going on? What the hell's going on? Why are there so many flat earthers? Bro, I need more coffee. If we're going to do a flat earthers, I need like an ungodly amount of coffee. Oh, that was Angel of Lies. Yeah, he DM'd me too. He's like, you ran. Oh, the Artemis mission. That's right. Yeah, they're all fucking sucking each other's dicks because they need to circle jerk in order to keep their beliefs going. If Cody is getting more coffee, so am I. All right, guys. I think it's time for a coffee break. Let's put on a disrespectful as fuck song to the Christians and grab some coffee.
trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survive the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering child that dies is a message from God's hand. You say I'm lost because I'm asking where the compass is. You call it mystery whenever you can't answer it. Live my best alone, you prove that that exists, and for me it's if God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name in the sky, and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of secondhand miracles with zero evidence. If your God is really there, make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. Dear God, if you're there, then why the secrecy? Why am I dissecting?
Yeah, I like this song because it's pretty similar to Sleep Token, and Sleep Token's my favorite band.
But then they weaponize the sentiment, painted over genocide and labeled it benevolent. You're omnipotent, omniscient, but you couldn't.
The song is created by Suno.
Twist in your perfect scheme. I'm not your villain just because I see the plot holes. I'm not the devil just because I don't applaud those. If you made me in your image, then you built me with the
Yeah, Sleep Token is absolutely amazing.
when I cry it out. Devotion, give me evidence that you exist. Cause I'm done signing blank checks to an empty abyss. If faith is all you got, then why you so afraid of proof? If questions are the chase, then why am I the one that's loose? You say I'm playing God because I won't pretend to see. But if you're speaking for your God, what's the true heresy? If your God exists,
Yeah, dude, I fucking... That's impressive, 5%. If I just got to research, it should be pretty simple for you to show me the evidence. Request up and provide the evidence. Should be simple. You said it's simple. Yeah, I don't know how to use Suno. Someone else made that for me. I'm not very good with it, but I would, but I'm busy. Cool. Shut the fuck up then. They have no clue what evidence is. Chaz, you're so close to deconstructing. Just accept it, brother. Just accept it. Just deconstruct. Yo, chill. Why you toxic? Because fuck you. That's why. Are your feelings hurt? Cry me a river. This is for 18 and older, not 12. No, no malicious onslaught. Proclaimed himself God on this YouTube channel, thereby proving God can exist within a closed system. I'm gonna fucking suck the lint out of your toes. Shut the fuck up. How you get that track of me crying? I'm in your closet. I love the people in TikTok chat will be like, I can prove it easily, and then never decide to call in. Oh yeah, everyone and their mom says they can do it and provide evidence, and then they don't request. If every single one of these people that believe they have evidence requested up, we would have callers endlessly. We have an endless amount of callers. But they hop in, they say they have evidence, then they move on to the next streamer. He thinks he's cool? No, I'm a dumbass. I'm a loser. I'm pathetic. Anyways, you want to prove you're God, or you want to keep hiding in chat? I have evidence. Shut up. They think evidence is a fairy tale book written thousands of years ago. I know, right? It's crazy. Host, if you like Sleep Token, listen to Precedent much. I've never heard of that. President? Let me look them up. President? Like as in the president? I got Spotify open. I also want you guys to listen to this band called Malicious Onslaught. Here's a song by them. God, I fucking love it so much. Genuinely. Yeah, Malicious Onslaught on Spotify. Go check him out. He's actually one of our viewers. And that's his band. Thoughts on IPU simulations? What's an IPU simulation? Interesting. How's it going, Ann? How you doing? Love having you in here. Everyone say hi to Ann. He said he loves God with concession. What? Oh, man. Is caller muted? There's no caller. You are a true boss to your friend. I really appreciate the plug. Of course, I love it. Yeah, they're awesome. Adding VO, listening to Into the Name of the Father by President as sample. Let's look this up. In the Name of the Father? There it is. I don't want to get copyrighted for this, so I'm going to mute. I'm going to mute it to where it can't be heard. Well, actually, I'm just going to listen to that off stream. I can't figure out how to mute right now. Jeremy, let's get you in here. Hi, Jeremy.
Premise 1, if I bust, God exists. Premise 2, I busted, therefore the conclusion, God exists.
He just left. He said that and left. I like that one, flawless logic. I know, right? What did he say? P1, if I bust, God exists. P2, I busted. Conclusion, therefore God exists. Jesus Christ. It is genuinely as good as the other arguments. Which is funny how low the bar is. Maybe he wanted to bust a rhyme. Ah ha 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 ha. But my school has a poster saying "Listen to Christian music every day." Eek. I still sing some of the Christian songs that I listened to growing up. Some of them are really good. Nor can we disprove? Yeah, we can. I went skateboarding and to dinner with Reliant K during their first tour after they dropped their first album. I don't know who Reliant K is. Guys, I'm 25. What's up, Tiff? Colin Theus, Cody is warm and inviting. That's just cruelty. Damn, bro. They were a Christian punk band. Bet. Fucking Colin, I'm warm and inviting. I'm almost 70. You're not allowed to be an embarrassing boomer unless I can play to.
What's up?
What's up, Daddy?
Nothing much. Got a few free minutes, so I figure I'd come and join the bullshit.
Who's a good boy? That's where you say me.
You just answered it, bud.
Fair enough.
See, I didn't even have to do anything. That's like ultimate power time.
Fucking bend me over. Why am I awake? Go back to bed, nobody. How late were you up? By the way, I still have not finished the humor book. I'm not gonna lie. Cody is a good boy. Oh shit. Oh, now chat's gonna go ham. P1, cheeseburgers are delicious. P2, women are gorgeous. P3, dogs and cats are adorable. C, God. Check.
I can't disagree.
I don't deny any of the premises. You know what's funny is that's actually one of the biggest reasons why sound logic is sometimes stupid. Because technically it's sound, but also the conclusion has nothing to do with the premises, so I wouldn't consider it sound based on that, but you could consider that sound because all the premises are true. But the conclusion doesn't follow suit. Objection irrelevant.
No, it would be objection relevance.
You're a blue waffle.
It's up to the judge to decide if it's
You sound like.
Well, your voice didn't change at all when you're doing that impression, so I sound awful like you.
Yo, what's up, Doug? Rock hard for Doug. Have you guys had a religion before? I grew up as a Christian. Johnny is currently.
No, I'm not a Christian. Fuck you. Grammar is important.
God damn it.
No, I do currently have a religion.
Where's my package? I ordered a weight, a scale, and a keyboard today.
Are those connected or just...
Well, I started a bulk 2 weeks ago, and I don't have a scale. The keyboard, though, my keyboard is literally falling apart, so...
Wait, you started a bulk 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I want to get to 220 this year.
So you would be in shedding cycle right now. If you started a bulk 2 weeks ago, like, you know about, like, metabolic timing and processes, right? Yeah, so, like, you can't just straight bulk for until you hit your weight limit. You have to bulk and then lean, then bulk and lean.
Well, my goal was I was thinking about 230 and then cut to 220 or 215.
Why the fuck do you want to weigh that much?
Because I'm 6'4".
Okay. I'm only an inch and a half shorter than you.
Well, I'm 200 pounds right now. Do I look 200 pounds?
Yeah.
No. The answer was no.
For your height, that's
yes, I am
normal.
taking creatine. Cody is 6'4".
Like,
yeah. No, I'm 5'2".
Going up to like 210.
So I think that the
220,
like maximum 220 aesthetic is like the maximum I think looks good. But 200, I'm not happy with my aesthetic at all.
Now, if you're wanting to go into like an actual like defined muscle mass, I would say go for 220.
I never got my so the first bulk I did from 265 to 200 the first time 4 years ago. I I didn't get to develop all the muscles I wanted to. So I'm working on the muscle groups that I have not.
Yeah, and to be perfectly honest, like just work on your physique, and the bulk will come with it.
Yeah, so I'm only working out like 3 times a week. I'm just focused on eating.
How long are you working out those 3 times a week?
How max an hour.
I mean, that's a good start.
I mean,
You're building a
it's
habit.
just till failure.
Yeah. Well, so if you're gonna do 3 times a week, I would do 2 failures and 1 sustained. So like,
just said I'm girthy.
so like.
Oh, I want
the
you to
first
deal with
day-
this guy.
Okay. Oh, love potatoes. What's up, dude? Just remember, I can also remove you.
Yo, so should you say it for me or do I have to say it?
So Potatoes is a follower of KB Crusader. KB Crusader came in here a few months ago and provided the modal ontological argument of
Not the
S5.
classical version.
And I used the defeater
Okay.
of inputting
Well,
universe.
I'm gonna stop you both right there because I'm a practical knowledge person. I don't tolerate fucking scholastic word salad.
Actually, nobody. If you want to deal with him, that'd be pretty fun.
No. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Specifically.
Just a troll. Yeah, I know.
Oh no. I just don't think you're actually that good faith.
Cool.
So
So if you want to use common language instead of scholastic wording that you have no basis in,
Oh, nobody wants to hear your argument, Potato.
well, no, I'm
usually
saying
just do
it-
redactos.
it-
Redact. How do you say it? Redactio.
Nobody. The argument was S5.
I know nobody forced me to be here. I'm here willingly. No, but it
Oh no, not necessarily. I wasn't running S5. I was just trolling you when I came
KB.
up here.
Ran S5.
I was just saying you don't necessarily need evidence for something to be true, and that's for
Yeah, you do.
knowledge, not evidence. I mean, knowledge, not truth.
How do you know?
well, so
Yeah, no,
So-
that's knowledge, not truth. Knowing is irrelevant.
How do you know something
So-
that doesn't exist?
Yeah, again, you're using words like knowing, which refers to
so
knowledge.
you aren't completely. So your assertion isn't wrong, but your assumption is. So what you said, and please correct me if I misspeak. You don't need to know something for it to be true.
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
realist.
That is
Mind-
completely accurate, but that's not the question here. It's, do you need to know something in order to prove it? And that answer is absolutely yes. In order to
Yeah,
prove
no,
something, you
obviously.
have to first know it.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
but
So
when we're
what's your
talking about-
argument?
Yeah, no, when we talk about evidence, we're referring to empirical justification,
No.
right? And I'm
False.
saying you don't. Yes,
False.
that's true.
False. I
True.
accept
You said
logic as
prove
well,
it, right?
dumbass.
And I asked for empirical evidence, and you said yes.
I said that would
multiple
work, dumbass. I said empirical does work.
times. That's not true.
I said actually
not true,
specifically for
'cause
the
when I-
argument, I said
When I tried to
empirical works,
reason,
but there's
you
other
said,
types
no,
of
I want
evidence as well.
That's not evidence.
So it depends on the claim. If you make an empirical claim, yeah, I'm going to require empirical evidence. If you provide a logical
It's just
argument,
false.
I'm going to expect
just
it to follow
false.
the laws of logic.
False. Go back. That's false. Just because you make an empirical claim doesn't mean that you can't rationalize up to that empirical claim.
Yeah, sometimes that
Oh.
works, which is why I say
Okay.
different types of evidence works. But depending on the claim, you have to have specific types of evidence. You're the one
So
with the
not to
claim.
waste
You're the one that has
all
to
of our
provide
time.
evidence.
That's false. Again, you don't need to give empirical.
What is your claim, and is it evidence based or is it logic based?
logic. I reason up to contingency.
Okay.
You're reasoning upon contingency. Okay, can you explain that? Because if you can't explain what you're claiming to do, you have no basis in it.
Well, what I'm claiming is that the universe is contingent upon a creator, right? and he
Okay,
says,
why?
Okay, what are the
I
arguments?
need evidence instead of reasoning for
What
some reason.
predicates the need for a creator?
Okay, so right, everything is contingent upon it. Everything is contingent upon its own, not contingent upon its own existence. It's contingent upon. Wait, how would it
Slow
go
down.
again?
Slow down, dude.
Gather your
Jesus
thought.
Christ.
We aren't in any
Holy,
rush.
Loki forgot the argument. Hold on, wait. It was contingent.
Just slow
Was it
down.
contingent upon its own, or I think it was contingent upon some
It's your
something
argument, dude.
existence. Bro, chill.
gonna
I just
help
read.
you.
I just read it, bro. Chill.
Okay, go ahead.
It was something upon exist. You can't necessarily. Yeah, you can't have existence upon your own essence. I'm pretty sure something like that.
What?
Okay, something like that or that, because it's very
Bro,
different.
I forgot.
Then why are
Okay,
you up
well-
here roasting me when you can't even formulate a fucking thought?
No, because you got slammed. And I never got slammed.
So go.
You just
regather
self-slammed.
your argument and then come back.
I mean, you want me to have the argument?
Duh.
So you want me to have the argument? What's the name on besides me or like?
Well,
Yeah.
I would like you to accurately.
Yeah.
be
Last
able
time I tried to do
represent-
that, or not even tried to do that, you accused me.
Sounds
of going
like
on
nice little
ChatGPT.
pathetic baby excuses right now. Do you have the argument?
Yeah,
Yes
no,
or no?
you kind of accused me of going.
Do you
on
have the
ChatGPT
argument?
and
Yes or
kicked me
no?
down by
Do
dodging.
you have the argument? Yes or no?
Not on deck. No.
Okay, pathetic.
Like, I don't have an issue with discussing it. It's one, I hate it when people are trying to elevate their argument through using words above their education because they just don't understand what they're arguing.
Yeah, he's
Like-
a KB Crusader fanboy, Circle Jerk fan.
Yeah, it's the same issue I have with Phil Bros. It's like you don't understand what you're talking about. You're just regurgitating something you've heard,
Pretty much.
and that doesn't create a productive conversation. That's literally just trying to refute against regurgitation.
$2 super chat from Collapse. Good luck. You're gonna age at 5x. What are you talking about? I'm gonna age at 5x. By what standard do you justify your claim?
Well, if you're still vegan, that would be applicable.
Oh my god. Brother.
Are you still?
I'm not hardcore, but yeah. That fucking moron you just heard? Yeah, that's valid.
What do you mean not hardcore? Veganism is fairly binary.
When I have the means, I prefer vegan diet due to
Okay,
my
so you have
subjective
you have
morals.
a vegan preference.
Yes,
that's not
yeah.
your diet.
But like I'm not
Okay.
going to want to self-unalive because I'm incapable of eating something other than meat.
Okay.
I have
that's
guilt
fair.
from it, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Man, convenience is at the basis of our survival.
Yep. I do agree with that. I'm also still like learning how to eat that way. So while I'm learning it, if I'm like really hungry and I'm like right now I'm bulking, right? I don't know what all foods I can use, so I'm still using
No,
meat product.
Yeah, vegan trying to lean with vegan diet is super easy.
Well,
but trying
tofu,
to
brother. Fuck ton of proteins. Soybeans, soy milk.
Yeah, it has protein, but it also doesn't have all the sustainment nutrition. So like,
We could definitely have a debate on that.
well, unless you're supplementing it, but there's also not a whole lot of true vegan supplements. So
Well, you can get all the nutrients from vegan diets entirely. Like, it's a myth when they said that you don't get all of the macros. That's a myth. The reason I accepted vegan is because I
No,
also had these thoughts,
yeah,
but then I went to World Health, Harvard, and Oxford, and they were like, nope, we tested it. That's not true. It's a myth.
you absolutely can get all the macros and the micros from a vegan diet. You just have to consume a lot more.
Oops.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I to be clear, I have zero issue with Cody's philosophy on veganism.
So fortified nutritional yeast is B12. So again, you don't have to
Yeah.
supplement anything. All natural foods in a vegan diet provide all the nutrients you need.
Yes, I'm not explaining it correctly.
Well, that was I had a YouTube chatter that was saying you have to supplement for B12. It's just not true.
Oh.
It's all myths. Every negative
Well,
thing
so-
about veganism is just a myth.
Well, no, so at basis they're right. You are having to supplement. You're just not supplementing in the traditional sense.
What do you mean? It's part of the
supplementing-
vegan diet. It's yeast. It's natural. It's food based, not by animal product. It's literally a
No.
vegan diet to use yeast.
I'm trying to explain, Cody. I'm not one of your opponents. Chill. So by supplement, people often use supplementing as a very specific term, talking about like, especially taking like actual supplements. Supplementing just means you're taking additional on top of. Okay, so the vegan diet is built in supplemental foods. So instead of your base caloric intake,
well, then we
you're
could say the same
you're eating
for
more than your
every
base
single
caloric
diet that exists, including regular carnivore and omnivore diet. That's not logical.
No,
Daddy, I love you, but damn.
base caloric intake.
Yeah,
the
is
minimum-
not supplementing to use yeast.
No,
I mean,
by
you can
definition,
literally
it's-
say,
but
like,
it's
yeah,
getting on
you can
top
say
of.
that, but then you can also say, instead of using butter, you're going to use olive oil and supplement. Like, yeah, duh.
Well, see, when I use meat, I don't have to use either of those because the meat contains fat itself.
Right, when you're on a vegan diet and you're specifically eating vegan food, the vegan food includes those things. So if you're eating a carnivore diet and that carnivore diet provides those things, it's the same thing. I'm not supplementing anything. It's just a different diet.
Once again, you're misunderstanding the base caloric intake from the overall caloric intake.
Huh?
Base caloric is how much you need to survive.
Yeah.
Okay. So not actual numbers, okay, but a pound of meat versus a pound of lettuce, okay, both meet your caloric baseline, okay,
Well,
but
you
a
have to
pound
eat
of meat has more stuff in it.
Brother, that's not how that works. That's an equivocation fallacy. Instead of pound of meat, I would do a pound of
Cody.
tofu or a pound of beans. That would be more
Cody,
equivocating.
What did I preface that by saying? Man, you need to start. You need to start having conversations.
I'm gonna suck
instead
your
of just
hemorrhoids.
debates. But then I don't get to put cream on them. That's like the one pleasant part of my day.
God damn it. Now, I do agree with you that I take everything too literal in conversation. That's definitely a struggle I'm going to have to work on. Collapse. Vegans are as bad as theists. Does this ever end? Collapse?
They can be, not all of them.
I definitely agree.
Cody has a pretty logical reason why he prefers veganism. Most theists don't.
Yeah, I've got my justification. And meat contains cholesterol. Yeah, that's true too. Super bad for you. I'm 59 and a vegan. I used to work out 4 times a week in 2 hours and had no problem with food. Yeah, no. I did the carnivore diet like 6 years ago. Greatest I ever felt doing a vegan diet. I feel even better than I did on the carnivore diet.
You can absolutely do vegan. I'm just trying to explain a little bit of the nuances and the problems you may run into. You absolutely can do vegan and work out and build body mass. I'm not saying that. I won't ever say that because that's stupid.
Hear me out. If it
God
tastes
damn it.
I eat it.
Yeah, and I agree with Ann. I'm vegan for the animals because I agree that we are animals. And if I wouldn't suck some random woman's titty on the streets, why am I sucking the titty of another animal? Like, it's just weird. It's unethical. It's gross. Why am I, if I'm not willing to eat other people, why am I eating other creatures? that have consciousness, they have feelings, they have emotions. Why am I doing that? I just don't. I can't agree with it anymore. Would you have less of a problem if the animals we ate were not cute? No. Like tuna fish, they still have consciousness. I don't even agree with eating tuna anymore.
Like you're making some big assumption about me. If you think I wouldn't do those things in the street.
No, he
That's so fucked. Okay, you need a straitjacket now.
Well, hey, to be fair, my diet also has status. It's like if I'm doing well, my diet is more restrictive than if I'm in like survival mode.
I mean, my logic is this, right?
Who the fuck just laughed like a hyena?
Oh, it's the show in the other room that my kids are watching. Sorry. This new house, it's
No, they don't, Simeon.
But my logic is this, right? If it's between the survival of my kids and the survival of a random person, I'm gonna do what I can to make them survive, even if we have to eat some long pig.
Eat some what?
Long pig. It's another name for Homo erectus flesh.
Homo erectus.
Yeah.
I just, I'm very I want to make sure they thrive,
I want to make sure you
And-
thrive. Squirrels do have consciousness. What are you talking about?
My issue is not consciousness. And I have a very different background, so you could say I'm already predisposed to violence. But the consciousness.
See, this is why I'm not
issue
going PD either, is because I don't like the line of work anymore.
Oh, I won't go PD either. I think that would be a terrible decision, not for me, but for the public. I would not be a good fit.
Dude, I could see you like in the fucking car, you're going on a chase, you put on a parachute, jump out the back of the car.
No, but I'm putting both of us in the wall. Grandma gets in my way, she's obstructing.
You're so bad. You're an ICE agent. Anyways, Accolade, what's your argument? Ah, shit. This is good. We totally turned into a fucking vegan argument. Fuck.
My bad.
What's up, Accolade?
Yeah, I kind of want to help you out a little bit, evidence first, because I know you use this example all the time, and a lot of your guests are unaware of this, but you're probably aware of it. But when you say, I want you to use tooth fairy from now on. Is a tooth fairy real? Because normally you keep on saying unicorn, and scientifically, unicorns are real.
Nope, I'm talking about the metaphysical unicorn that is
I know, I got you.
shitting out rainbows.
Yeah, the rhinoceros. The scientific term is
Unicorns are metaphysical
Correct.
creatures.
Yeah,
but the rhinoceros scientific term it's called a unicorn or unicornius. That's all.
But
being technical
but
and kind of like
studies,
poking at you a little bit, but
unicorns are equine and rhinoceros are most definitely not equine.
yeah, but like not that they're real, but I'm just saying like when you
I
say
will argue
unicorn,
the fuck out of
unicorn
my
is fake.
unicorns.
It's technically scientifically not, but a lot of believers don't know that anyway. So you're still kind of good. But I just wanted to.
I
point that out,
preface
like,
it when saying metaphysical.
Yeah, when you say metaphysical, you're kind of isolating it into the area you want it to be in. So you're probably good on that.
Yeah,
actually.
that's my argument. So
Yeah.
Cody, how
one
did
horn
me
unicorn is a
prefacing an
unicorn,
argument
and a
work?
double horn is a bicorn. But yeah, I figured you knew that though about the rhinoceroses though.
Yeah.
technically. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, this way, if anyone does know that, they can't pick at you. But
Cody
yeah.
says he prefaces it, but completely blows past my prefacing.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
Prefacing, Johnny. Grammar.
Another thing.
Are we speaking King's English or American English?
You're a vegan, evidence?
God damn it.
How many people are we getting up here?
All of them, because fuck it.
Okay, let's go.
Are you a vegan, evidence? Are you a vegan?
Yes.
That's good. I'm actually want to go for that vegan lifestyle. I want to ask you a question. Because when you look this up, they say it's an animal. It's crazy. Do you eat honey?
No, it's an animal product.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Because like insect, and then it says it's an animal, and then it's a bee. So I just wonder if you
I
ate the
will
honey. I'm
die
not sure if that's
on
still
honey
considered vegan.
consumption
Probably just
being
maybe, probably
completely
not.
ethical.
Because honey don't have a consciousness, but if it comes from any animal, you're strict then. Yeah.
Which there's some like moral arguments that defeat my reasoning sometimes, like sheep, for instance, like they
Yeah.
need their wool to be clipped.
Oh.
So like
Oh,
I
so if
don't
you're
necessarily
using
see anything wrong with using wool, but what I have wrong with it is the way that they're held.
Yeah. Hmm. That's the closest you get to animals.
What?
Probably using the wool as like clothing or blankets or something.
I still don't know how I feel about it. It's like whenever I have a specific thing I want to eat, that's when I do the research on it. Or if there's a specific like item of clothing I want, that's when I'll do
Yeah.
the research on it.
Okay, that's a good question. So check this out. If you have a significant other,
That's
like
a
a
good
partner,
argument, Captain.
yeah, if you have a partner like a girlfriend or a wife, and she wanted to
I'd have
get a
nothing
wig,
against it.
like, would you support her wearing wigs
Oh,
from, it's
sure.
kind of like the wool with the lamb. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
my
you
own
say,
subjective
are
opinion on things, and I
yeah,
understand that I don't own anybody. So it's like
yeah,
I only do it because of my own subjective morals,
yeah.
and I know not everyone
You,
agrees with them.
I like how you still use wool for now, but you might later,
Yeah,
you might not. You might not
absolutely.
later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I'm wrong every fucking day of my life. If I'm wrong about a belief, I will change my mind.
yeah. So if you ever do decide never to use wool again, you would still leave your partner up to them about the wigs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my
Interesting.
own life. I can't affect someone else. Like, if my partner was willing to go with me, I'd be like, hell yeah, that's fucking awesome. But I'm not going to force them and take away their autonomy. I don't use animals
Okay.
tested products or wear animals like leather or wool. Yeah. The wool thing I'm going to have a hardship with, especially, and then also like the bee and honey thing. There's some really good
Yeah, because
arguments
that's
for
kind of
that.
like not consciousness,
Oh
but
my
then it's from
God,
an
dude.
animal,
Oh my God. I will
so
let
it's kind
you.
of crazy. The bee is kind of close, and then the wool kind of close.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't think I'll ever be able to understand the veganism
I mean,
approach.
I would love to do it because of what it has on the body, but I just, oh man, like such a meat eater. But I tried vegan for like 6 months, and I did it perfectly, and then it was like time to eat meat again. Like when your body goes without meat after you're so used to it, it seems like it's freaking like hard to like get stronger or something. But yeah, it is difficult to do that. I had a good body, lost mad weight, and
Sorry, Odin
felt
was
great.
freaking the fuck out.
Like even
Oh,
your sweat, even your
well, so
sweat, when you
my
sweat, it's not even smelly stinking. It's freaking weird. Like your
my
sweat,
thing,
yeah.
it like I have the view of we are also animals and we're omnivores, and so I'm
You
not
feel like,
going to place
Yeah, and
restrictions
would
upon
you
myself.
DM me some of the information on wool, how we get wool, and bees and honey harvesting? Because to my knowledge, sheep need their wool to be sheared, and to my knowledge, honey helps. Like us getting honey helps bees.
Now, taking honey from a natural hive is bad. Taking honey from a man-sustained hive is like the bees are intentionally overproducing.
Oh, so that's stressful to them anyway. So it's just
No,
wrong to
no,
get honey.
no. So taking honey from a natural hive is stressful. Taking honey from a man-made hive is less stressful. It's basically like free exchange. Like you're providing them, like you're taking away the energy deficit that they would have needed to make a home. In return, they're producing extra honey, and
I'll have to look into
like
that.
that's how like natively Africanized bees happen. Is there's such an overproduction of honey. It's one of the ways Africanization can happen, but
yeah. How you feel
there's so
about,
much overproduction of honey that multiple queens get produced and the hives
I am the queen.
start like co-competing, and it essentially turns the bees feral.
do you naturally eat marshmallows?
I
No.
don't like marshmallows.
Okay, that's kind of good that you don't like it. I mean, maybe you tried it, you ate it, but when you go into depth about marshmallows, the gelatin that's in them supposedly come from the surface top layer skin of cows.
Not that. No, it comes from
Fucking what,
ligament.
mate?
Yeah,
It
it's like
comes from
like the
ligament
pimples or the pus from
material.
the cows. It's like
No,
like
no.
go ahead, Johnny, clear it up.
Yeah, gelatin cannot come from the epidermal layer.
Oh,
It,
is that what they were saying that I read about? But it,
yeah,
it might have been not true, maybe.
yeah, no.
Because I'm like,
Gelatin comes from fat tissue and ligaments. It's
oh, a fat
gelatin is
tissue. Okay.
yeah.
So that's from living animals or whatever?
Thank you,
No,
Doug. I will
no,
take that into account and do more
Oh, so it
research on
comes
that.
from like dairy?
no. It comes from the harvest of animals.
Oh yeah, so animals, cool. So that's why I wanted to ask him. Of course, he doesn't like them, but when you say you don't like them, does that mean you tasted them before and don't like them? You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess, but I would not expect you to know that came from that though. So
Okay,
you can pass
I'm
on that.
sorry for derailing the train, but I think we should get back on the tracks.
That was interesting though, because like I do look into veganism, and I'm like, yo, I gotta do that. I just don't have the discipline to stay with it. I did it for like 6 months max, and then all of a sudden the need for meat was coming back again. So
That's very
Man,
interesting, Adam. I'm gonna have to look into that.
most I don't know about the rest of the world, but most honey harvesting in America actually improves the bee population.
do we need meat in our diet? Because everything we could get from meat, we could get from vegetables. They say.
Do you need it?
Someone said like meat, but like the
Not.
red meat, you need the thing that keeps your hair on your head. Or like if you go vegan, your hair falls out. But I don't know about that.
You don't necessarily need
Brother,
it. It
is
just
my
makes
hair
it
falling out?
Absolutely not.
It's,
You see what I'm saying?
you
Absolutely not.
you
So it's
do the
like,
comb over because you're hiding your balding line.
what are they talk? What is the thing in the red meat that they're talking about with the hair?
Don't even have a
Like what
widow's
part?
peak, motherfucker.
Probably keratin.
Another major thing. This was blew my mind. Without red meat, your brain produces carbohydrates in the brain with the red meat, like certain cells. So I'm like, this guy's vegan for mad long, and
Yeah,
he's, you
there's
know,
pros and cons to every diet.
like your brain needs some types of carbs, like from certain things, but you could get it from beans. I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Some beans, like to go vegan, you have to drastically change your diet, like the amount you eat, how you eat, what you eat. It, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a personal choice, and both have their upsides.
Anyways, God is fucking dead and pathetic.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, yeah. I mean, mine's not, but
Wow, yours is not. That's kind of interesting. Like, what do you mean?
mine can't die because they aren't physical things.
Johnny's funny. I noticed something, Johnny. If I click on your profile and I hit your name, a like menu comes up. If I keep on tapping it, you get 1 coin for free, and I didn't even give it to you out of my coins. See, you're at 1 now. And then
Yes.
if I do it again and unfollow you and follow you, you get 3 for no damn reason.
Yeah,
So
the
you're getting free
coins are
coins, and I
just
didn't give you no coins directly.
yeah.
That's
So
freaking weird.
it's TikTok's like incentive program.
Wow, and that's real coin. Shit, crazy.
No, it has to accumulate to be able to
But
exchange.
I'm saying, if look, he did it. You're at 5. Oh my gosh! And then if you unfollow and follow, he will get to what, 7? Like someone else did
Let's
it to
look
you.
up one of Aquinas's proofs.
Yes. Let's nerd out a little bit.
Actually, let's look up the arguments for Paul's existence.
Did it increase till 7? Unfollow then follow. That's interesting. I was thinking, like, if everyone does that to the host, does he get like a shitload of coins? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, when I do research on Paul, it's not even one Paul. Like the research that I did, I find out that there's 3 different Pauls. You got Paul of Tarsus, Paul of Gashgala, and Paul of I forgot the last one. And it's like 3 different Pauls that they're taking
All
bits and
right.
pieces of into this biblical Paul
I have a lot of
and putting it into
information
one.
here.
Well, that's a
Paul the
majority.
Herodian. Yeah, that was the last one, the Herodian.
Okay, so Paul, 5 CE to 64-65 CE. Paul is a diminutive of the name Paulus, meaning small or humble. The name Paul didn't exist before the New Testament. There is no evidence for Paul's existence anywhere, including church traditions, before the mid-2nd century. The Erastus inscription does not mention Paul. The Gallio inscription does not mention Paul. Excavations of Ephesus, Philippi, and Thessalonica only confirm locations, not the existence of Paul. This is only evidence for those people and locations, just like how New York isn't evidence for the existence of fictional characters that live in New York. Likewise, historical figures in the works of Shakespeare aren't evidence that the events in Shakespeare's plays actually happened. Paul is cited as being a murderer, but he was never recorded as having killed anyone in the New Testament. He approved and stood near while Stephen was stoned and breathed murderous threats against followers of Jesus, but never claimed or recorded committing murder himself. In the epistles attributed to Paul, there are inconsistencies in tone and content that suggest multiple authors or later interpolations. Only the book of Acts makes the claim that Paul's name used to be Saul. Only the book of Acts tells about Paul's conversion experience. It's not in the epistles attributed to Paul. It's told 3 times, and each account offers different versions about what he and his companions experienced, what was said by Jesus, and his blindness. Paul appoints himself as an apostle, claiming to have gotten it through Jesus, who he never met. The character of Paul harms his own reputation by claiming he isn't lying before being challenged about a claim, which is the equivalent to "trust me, bro." Paul admits to playing different roles to different groups of people, utilizing deception as a strategy in order to persuade them. He also admits to robbing Macedonia so he doesn't burden the Corinthians. Goddamn, there's a lot. The only books that mention Paul are supposedly written by Paul are pseudo.
So I have a question for you, Cody, because you're a lot more, you keep more concurrent on the Bible than what I do. Doesn't the Bible also condemn lack of action to, like, so say like you're a witness to murder and you do nothing to stop it? Aren't you also complicit?
That's a good question. I don't think there's actually a verse that says anything about that.
I remember vaguely something along those lines. I may be misremembering the lesson of it, but
Well, Collapse says no. I have a theory about religion. What theory do you have? The sin of omission. Catholic dogma. Ah. What's up, Katie? I was under the impression. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that.
that may be what I'm thinking of. So it's not necessarily based in the Bible. It's based on the added theology. But
Yeah, I don't think that's biblical. I'm trying to think, and all I can think of is I can't think of anything that mentions anything having to do with that.
I'll look into it real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. OG Robin Hood. That is funny. Ex-Catholic. Oof. That's rough. If I were to be a Christian or of a Christian denomination, I would be Catholic.
Why is that so?
Well, Specifically, they have the Eucharistic miracles, which are not allowed to be tested. So if I were to believe in things based on faith instead of evidence, I would accept those. There's more evidence, quote unquote, for those, or more reasoning to believe in those.
Interesting.
Leviticus 5:1. I knew it was. So it's not exactly, but it's the lesson I got from it is like, hey,
If anyone sins and does what is forbidden in any of the Lord's commands, even though they do not know, they're guilty. What? Yes, I did sleep. I actually got a lot of sleep. I went to bed around 1 a.m. and slept in till 10. Got like 9 hours. Pretty happy with it.
The interesting thing. So my take is like as far as the Bible is concerned, and we have the evidence, and we have scriptures, and we have manuscripts, and we have all this stuff that we have. You can see that that book can be proven wrong. So that's my research shows me that, unfortunately, and that's just what it is. But it's kind of like, as far as a creator that doesn't involve with his creation, he doesn't do anything to his creation. He's just there to see us, and that's it, and doesn't, interact. That's the God that I cannot, not God, but creator that I cannot disprove. Because if he doesn't interact, I can't disprove that creator. But I know for a fact the one in the book is not it.
Yeah, so from King James Version, Leviticus 5:1, if anyone sins because they do not speak up when they hear a public charge, I tried copying it into the comment section, but there's character limit, so let me look at my clipboard. Son of a bitch, how do I do this? Sorry for... Because I am terrible at memorization.
You're an old man.
Because Dame Bramage.
That was awesome.
But yeah, so I mean, it may just be the version that I'm looking at which I mean is not unexpected because it's King James Version, but it's basically, if you have evidence to refute something and you don't, you're just as guilty as the person that is accused of committing the crime.
Are you a believer?
Believer in...
I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. So you're not a believer?
No, and I have plenty of anecdotes how the Abrahamic God abandons his followers in their times of need.
Oh, I mean, because I'm a believer. I think that Justin should go out with Selena Gomez.
That was a good one. I gotta give you that.
Order me some Taco Bell.
Oh, you're just building the dream mod list. You got a biologist, archaeologist, paleontologist, a sociologist.
Got pretty much everything. I need to get a Dr. Blitz.
That's who you remind me of. Subconsciously, I was wondering. I was like, this guy kind of reminds me of someone, but I just can't quite pin it. It might be Blitz. Not that you look like him or anything, but maybe the argument.
It's because I'm skinny and have glasses. Is that why?
Oh man, I hope not. He does glasses too. Sometimes he wears them, sometimes he doesn't. Yeah, but you always wear them, so But yeah, intellectual sounding, you know, the voices, scientific. Yeah, that might be what it is.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near as smart as that guy. Where the fuck? Dude, it's like so close to being here.
Are you waiting on DoorDash?
No, I'm waiting on my package.
Oh. What'd you say you got again?
He got
A
some food, boy.
keyboard and something
Where's-
completely unrelated. Oh, a keyboard and a scale.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
That's how that whole veganism train started.
Jesus Christ.
Scale, you gotta say that.
Don't blame me. I'm easily distracted.
Oh, I'll distract you.
And you aren't any better.
It's a huge package. It's a tiny ass package. It's extremely microscopic.
Well, if Cody has to fit on it, that's going to be one giant scale. Are you sure delivery trucks can sustain that weight limit?
What weight limit, motherfucker?
You're 200 pounds. That's.
What is the average weight for men? Does anyone know?
Probably in the, I mean, shit, it might be 190, but maybe in the 200s, I'm thinking.
For what country?
What's the average weight for men?
The male species.
199 pounds.
Oh, I said 190, I'm good. And then I'm closer to 2. Oh, man.
5'7", 199.
I don't think that's accurate.
That's U.S. average.
Yeah, I said 190, maybe 2. That was cool.
For the U.S. average, I could see.
U.S. average 20 and older, average weight of 199.8 pounds, and an average height of 5'7.5", 69 inches.
You cannot agree with the consensus.
We have both an obesity issue and a malnutrition issue.
Height is genetic.
Yeah, but your weight is typically associated with your height.
Yeah.
I mean, there are environmental factors, but what's healthy for your height
5'7", 199 average is crazy. It is crazy because I'm 6'4", 200.
Wait, what was the average height again?
199.98 or 0.8. Sorry, height 5'7".
That is obese.
It's big.
Because 200 is the healthy weight for my height, and that's.
I don't think that's necessarily big because it also depends on like muscle mass and BMI. Like there are so many people that are that size and look fucking phenomenal.
I think that's cognitive bias. Like you notice those people more. In reality, like most people aren't in good shape.
I mean, I agree with that. I'm not even in good shape, and I'm technically at a good height and weight, but I'm out of shape as fuck.
Well, you're doing something to fix that, so progress.
I feel like I should restart the stream, but I also want to go play Valorant.
Go do you.
Go do you, boo. I'm gonna restart the stream. Oh wait, we got a Phil bro. You guys want to deal with a Phil bro?
Sure.
Have fun.
What's up, low tier?
Yo, low, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to name yourself.
Yeah, I'm just like a little low tier.
Okay, fair enough. Are you above 18?
Yeah, for TikTok purposes, I was born 2007, stuff like that.
Where are you studying logic and philosophy?
My room.
How long?
I don't really know. Maybe like 3 months. 1 month. I don't know.
Pretty fresh. All right, what you got for us?
Well, said there's no evidence for God. Nothing can change my mind. Presumably, God is going to be a metaphysical being. Just give like a metaphysical argument. Me as a Thomist, I can just invoke the first way argument by Thaddius and Francis.
Define metaphysics.
Well, metaphysics is going to be a combination of two words, meta and physics, or physical, right? When I say God is going to be a metaphysical being, it just means it's going to be beyond the physical.
Yeah, so what makes something empirical?
What makes something empirical? Why is that relevant to the domain of discourse here?
Well, you're presupposing that God is only metaphysical. Which God do you
Yeah.
believe in, and which God are you arguing for?
I'm arguing. When I say I'm a Thomist, obviously, I'm saying I'm going to be a classical theist. Obviously, I'm going to be
Classical
arguing
theism,
for pure,
correct. All right, awesome. So
purely actual
here's the
God.
thing, brother. This argument is going to go absolutely fucking nowhere because metaphysics, let's talk about a metaphysical unicorn. Metaphysical unicorn could have hair, it could have fur, could it have this attribute? That's metaphysics. But if I say the unicorn's in my backyard, I have a burden of proof to prove it because it's an empirical claim about a metaphysical creature actually existing in reality. God is a metaphysical claim, but when you say God interacts and does something in reality, it requires a burden of proof because you are changing it from a metaphysical claim into an empirical claim. So no, you are not making a metaphysical argument. You need to empirically prove it.
Yeah, obviously, you're confused. When did I say
Classical
that God was gonna-
theism, your God created the universe. That's an empirical claim.
Wait, you think
Classical
Thomist-
theism.
Hold on.
You said
hold on,
classical theism. Classical
I said-
theism believes in an all-powerful triomni God, the creator of the universe. Do you believe in that? Yes or no?
Yeah, so hold on.
Do you
you're
believe in that?
confused.
Yes or
You think
no?
that
Do you
Thomist-
believe in that?
think
Yes or
Thomist-
no? Do you believe in that? Yes or no?
I understand
Do
your
you believe
rhetoric.
in that? Yes or no?
All rhetoric, no
After
substance.
you
think that
answer the
Thomist believed
question,
that-
I will ask you what you believe.
Yeah, I believe that God would have omniproperties.
Do you believe that your God is the all-powerful triomni creator of the universe? Yes or
I
no?
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't commit myself. to
Thank
create
you.
the
What do
universe.
you believe?
Yeah, when we say God is going to be pure act under the Thomistic sense, it doesn't necessarily entail.
Use
or we don't have to
English,
commit-
Phil, bro.
Yeah, we don't. When we say God is pure act, as in He has no passive.
Use
potency.
English.
Yeah. As in He has no
Common
passive
language.
potency in His existence.
Stop
which is equal
using
in that
big
sense.
words. Dumb it down. If you actually know what you're talking
Okay.
about, you can simplify it.
Potency,
Occam's
yeah,
razor,
potency.
dumbass.
Okay, potency is just going to be the capacity.
Stop,
to be-
dude. Just use fucking regular language.
I'm explaining it to you, bro.
You don't
Cody,
need.
Cody, you mind if I take over? Okay, so
No. I want to talk with this host because I want to get clout. But as I was saying, hold on, let me finish with
I'm
this
going
host.
to insist on his point of if you
As I was
can't
saying,
break
hold on,
it
let me
down to the
finish,
lowest
jeez.
common denominator,
He's
you
a
don't
team
actually know the
runner,
substance of which
Hold
you're
on,
speaking.
do you think that Thomists have to commit?
Okay, so as I was saying,
Oh my gosh. Okay, do you think that Thomists have to commit themselves to God that created the universe, or does Thomas Aquinas himself say that by reason we can come to the conclusion, to the possibility that there's an infinite regress?
okay, once again, you just completely shifted topic.
No, I
Okay.
didn't. He says, me as a classical theist, do I believe in a tri-omni God that created the universe? I said, no. Us as classical theists that are Thomists, we have to commit to
you did
ourselves.
shift because our question to you was explain it, okay,
Yeah, I'll explain
in
it.
common language.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
So when we say God is pure act, we're basically saying we're
What is a
rejecting
pure act?
Pure act is just saying that he's only going to be fully actual. So we're
What does
basically
fully actual mean?
as in there's not going to be any type of passive potency.
What is passive potency?
Passive potency is the like having some type of capacity to be acted upon, or gaining some type of perfection, or being mutable.
Okay, you just gave 3 different definitions for the
No,
same thing.
those are that's just how we
No,
define it. Those are they all.
Then
they-
your
when we say-
definition is circular.
How's
Like,
that? Oh my gosh, you're just so confused. It's just the capacity to be acted upon, and when you're getting
No, you're the one who's confused, okay? Because clearly you can't explain it at a base level, so you
What is-
don't have a
yes, I
true
did.
understanding of
Gosh.
what even you're trying to explain.
okay, passive potency is just the capacity to be acted upon. Oh my gosh,
You might have wanted to chill out on unmuting yourself until
you
after
might want to chill
finish
out not
clicking
abusing me
ChatGPT
because I
that
know
we
you're
could
getting
all
knowledge
hear.
gap right now. No, you muted me. You're getting knowledge gap right now. This is embarrassing.
knowledge. You don't even know what you're arguing.
I literally just defined every single term I used. Oh my god.
No, you didn't. You gave 3 definitions for
No,
one answer.
the capacity to be acted upon obviously entails that you're going to receive some type of perfection or change. You're not tracking. You don't know what's going on. How did I define pure act to be again? Because I don't think you were tracking at all. What does pure act mean?
You done speaking?
What does pure act mean? Stop evading. What does pure act mean? I'm asking you a question. What does pure act mean? Answer my question. I know you weren't tracking like at all. What is pure?
All right, bye. I'm a real big proponent of if you can't explain it in common language, okay, you do not have the proficiency to argue your own point. Go ahead, include the whole clip. I really hope they did clip it and they use the entire clip. Because once again, like even when you get to like instruction level, so like educator level, one of the requirements across the board is you basically have to be able to explain it to somebody that has never touched that topic. He can define a pure act by giving 3 separate definitions for the same thing. That's not defining. At best, that's giving you an out. Because at any point in the conversation, you can just switch to one of the other definitions.
So overall, how do you feel towards, like, I know how you feel towards the God and the religion, but like let's say you meet someone in real life, and, you know, face to face with them, and you find out that they believe in Jesus, you know, is that okay with you because you respect other people's belief? And that's totally fine?
In a normal interaction, it is completely irrelevant. I will not treat them any differently as long as they do not try to make that the focus of the interaction.
Okay. So you can have respect for someone that believes that, and you talk to them in other conversations, knowing that.
Yeah. So I can have a respect for the person without having a respect for the belief.
Correct. And do you respect the people's right to believe?
Yeah, I mean,
okay. That's good.
Like, okay, so I respect your right to believe what you want to believe. I also have no inhibitions about judging you for having kind of a goofy take on something. Like, I do judge ignorance. I do judge indoctrination and things like that, but on a normal interaction, it wouldn't present itself because there's no reason for it to present itself.
Yeah, because that gives me an idea of like when you're like for the truth, truth people, they do respect people's beliefs, because, you know, when you go for the truth, it has to be all around. So I know that you have the truth for the book of how you have evidence that it's not real, and then also you respect people's belief that believe in it. So that's pretty good, because that the respect of the belief falls under the amendments, which is truth, and then you have evidence, which is truth. So you're kind of consistent.
My thing when it comes to especially Abrahamic religions, okay, it's not that I can definitively prove it doesn't exist. It's there's enough evidence to cause doubt.
Yeah,
a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
And that's where my non-belief in the Abrahamic religion comes from. You didn't say anything. Like, I saw you talk.
Why did Lotier get dropped?
Because he couldn't define the basics of what he was speaking.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Lotier, does your God transcend time?
Does my God transcend time?
It's a yes or no question. I swear to God, if you try and fucking elaborate further into stupid ass, nonsensical dumbassery, you're dropped again. Yes or no? motherfucker. Does your God transcend time? Yes or no?
Yeah, he's not.
Wonderful. Your God cannot have causal relation with anything, therefore did not create anything. Logic, first of all, motherfucker, I know you're new to this, does not make things exist. You have to demonstrate them. Your God created the universe, supposedly. That's empirical. Fucking prove it. It will not work with just logic alone. Even logical syllogisms require evidence per premises for them to be justifiable. Do you understand this, or are you still going to be a Philbro douchebag piece of shit motherfucking troglodyte? Go fuck yourself. Don't ever come back. Get off of the internet. Go outside. Fucking waste of fucking oxygen.
I mean, that is what it is. But
They've thought it went well.
yeah. So, what were you asking? Shoot, accolade.
No, yeah, you answered it pretty good. Like I noticed that people that are looking for the truth, they're consistent in all categories. So you're actually consistent with people's rights and
No,
also evidence for
it's like me
stories
and
that they
Cody
claim.
have had this conversation. Cody thinks it's absurd that I believe what I believe. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Norse pagan, and I do believe in my religion. That being said, my belief is not predicated on the proof. It is the predication. My predication for my belief is that it benefits me and it has a moral code that I find suitable.
Well, to the average listener, when you say that, it's like, come on now, like Thor, Odin, come on now.
Yeah,
so of course that sounds crazy to them, right? And then they think Jesus is more realistic, but yet yours is older than their Jesus.
By quite a bit.
So it's kind of like, if it does sound crazy, it's older. So does that make theirs sound more crazier? But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and if we're going by historical evidence, there's only one religion that's older, and that's, well, one group of religions that's older, and that's from the like Egyptian era / locations.
I like that.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah, there you go.
Rock hard for
Yep,
Doug.
I got a lot of videos on Egypt, so yeah, I could agree with that.
Hinduism's the oldest religion that we have.
Yeah, there we go. I was totally drawing a blank.
Hinduism, religion, yeah,
that we know
religion.
of.
But he's kind of right with Egyptian, because it wasn't religion during that time; it was like spirituality. So it is kind of older. But when you cut the word religion, yeah, it is Hinduism.
Basically,
And when you look
everything
up
that we
Egyptian-
know about comes from Mesopotamia.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And when you look up like Sumerians, which is supposed to be older, you actually find out Egyptians live amongst the Sumerians. Like, damn, how old are these damn Egyptians?
Pretty old. Hey, Dade sent his first super chat, $5. Excuse me, rock hard for Doug. And FYG, don't know what that is. Love the channel. I appreciate you, brother.
FYG to me is probably not what he was meaning.
Which God do you believe in?
How you doing?
Hey, what's up? How are you today?
Pissed. Which God do you believe in?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
What you got for us?
I noticed. Yeah. I heard you. So
Don't
were you
fucking
the
burden
one who was
shift
saying-
right off the bat, dumbass.
No,
What's your argument for your God?
That's not what I'm gonna do. I was gonna
am I
ask
the one
you,
that said something?
I was
I
gonna
don't
ask you
know.
about a proposition that you were making earlier.
I'm gonna say
You
I
said-
don't know to anything right now, and you're going to prove your God because you have a burden of proof.
That wasn't what I came up here for.
I just
I'm
told you
asking
exactly what's gonna happen.
Wait,
Anything
hold
that
on,
you
wait.
ask or say.
Did you make the proposition?
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Hey,
anything you ask or say, my response
make
will
the
be, I don't know, prove God. Have fun.
Hey, did you make the okay? Yo, can you stop muting me?
I don't know, prove God.
No, that wasn't what I came up here for. You made.
I don't know, prove God.
That was you made.
Well, if that's not what you came up for, then you aren't.
No,
here for
that's I came up here because you
Oh, I don't know. Prove God.
I came up here because you made a proposition
I don't know.
earlier
Prove God.
saying that pure actuality denotes that
I don't
God
know.
must
Prove
create
God.
something.
I don't know. Prove God.
Wait, why are you not wanting to defend your proposition
Oh, I don't
that you
know.
made
Prove
earlier?
God.
Like, are you a coward? Are you a
I don't
coward?
know. Prove God.
Like, are you a coward?
I don't know. Prove
Can
God.
you answer whether or not I can you answer whether or not you made the statement that
I don't know. Prove God.
I'm asking you, did you make the proposition
I
that
don't know.
pure
Prove
actuality
God.
denotes? Why not? Do you not have epistemic access to
I don't know. Prove
propositions?
God.
Can you answer my question?
I don't know. Prove God.
Answer
Can
your
you
question
answer my
quickly.
question?
You are a
To
pivot
answer your
queen.
question quickly. Yeah, he's pivot. To answer your
How
question
am I a
quickly.
pivot queen
I
if you
don't
made a
know. Prove
proposition
God.
and now you're not willing to defend it?
I don't know.
I
Prove
mean, are
God.
you that much of a coward?
I have made zero
To
Because
answer.
proposition with you.
wait,
I don't know. Prove
Yeah.
huh?
God.
Wait, what'd you say earlier?
I don't know. Prove God.
Wait, so you don't have epistemic access to past propositions you
I
made?
don't know. Prove God.
That's exactly what he said. That's
Oh,
perfect.
wait, so that means therefore that's your worldview, in which you cannot unite phenomena under one disparates, is therefore considered inadequate. Like, I mean, if you
I don't know. Prove God.
I mean, if you're gonna say
I was
Like
curious to see what.
you're trying to use.
I was curious to see what disciple that was on the profile picture.
Well, he failed to change my mind.
Yeah. I think that exists is miracle because
You're cutting out like crazy.
His works. Okay. Oh shoot, my bad. Am I a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. So claiming God exists is one thing, but claiming that all of his works, using his works as evidence that he exists. So like his works say that he created the heavens and the earth. Okay, that itself is an empirical claim. Am I wrong in that, Cody?
Yeah, no, the universe is empirical. So, yeah.
So like
heavens, that's a
saying
metaphysical
he's
thought.
responsible for this. Okay.
Heavens
We
is
can
not
prove
empirical, but the universe and earth, yes.
Yeah. It's so yes, by claiming your God exists and that we should believe in your God, you have the burden of proof. Like, don't know what else you want.
Yeah, YouTube said it perfect. It's an empirical claim to say that God created anything material.
There we go. See, better, more well-spoken people than I.
Same.
Without the degree of brain damage that I have. That's the thing. So like when I talk about the brain lag, I have an excuse, like an actual excuse. When they have brain lag, it's just because they're trying to use words bigger than their vocabulary allows.
Well, it's about time for me to get ready with my day, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here and save myself any more suffering.
All right, evidence first.
Yeah, you guys have a good day.
Go pleasure yourself. Get in a better mood.
I'll be in a better mood the millisecond I don't have to deal with Phil Bros.
Well, I'm not a Phil bro. You're dealing with me now, so
That's
you're already
true.
in a better
I like
mood.
dealing with you. He's going to go tend to his tiny package. All right, you all have a really good night. Love you all.
Alrighty, go.
Whatever, dude. Love you, YouTube. You guys are absolute champs. I'll see you guys tomorrow.